Yo, what's going down, everybody? It is straight out of Boston here, and it's gotta be the headband, right? Come on, it's gotta be the headband. Anyway, as you can see, we are about ready to get into Game 7 of the 2014 Eastern Conference Finals. You see, we are in Game 7 going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. If you take a quick look at the Western Conference Finals, it is also a Game 7, the Thunder versus the Nuggets. That should be a pretty interesting series. But anyway, getting straight into this one. Critical Game 7. Decided to put the headband on Dwight because, I don't know, I think he looks funnier with it. I'll probably put on his knee pads or whatever that he wears now too. And, I don't know, just touch up on him because I think it's, I don't know. I think he looks good when he plays now. I wasn't a fan of the headband at first, but I think I've grown accustomed to it. Because at the same time, I wasn't a big fan of the double sleeve the first time he wore that. But definitely, you should get used to seeing it after a while, and then it kind of looks good. But anyway, so you can see, we are facing the 76ers in Game 7. Andrew Bynum there, going to be matched up against Dwight Howard once again. Battle of probably two of the top centers in the NBA. In my opinion, last season were the top two centers in the NBA. However, people would dispute that. But anyway, getting off straight from the tip. Dwight's going to win the tip, back tap it to Brandon Knight. And I'm just going to commentate this first play, and then I'm going to get into what I want to talk about. But anyway, Brandon Knight is going to run the pick and roll with Dwight, but he's going to give it to Shepard, and Shepard's going to miss the tough layup. However, Dwight is there on the offensive rebound. He's going to put that one in. So anyway, before I talk about this commentary, I'm going to address what my opinions are on the Rudy Gay trade. I have a different opinion than most people, so I think it's going to be kind of interesting. Look at Drew Holiday catching the oop, though. That was pretty ridiculous. Anyway, so in my opinion, the biggest winners from this trade were the Grizzlies and the Pistons, and I think the Raptors are big losers in this. Now, a lot of people would disagree with me. A lot of people think Rudy Gay is a superstar in the NBA. He's a great player, probably like a top 5 small forward. I would disagree with that. I think Rudy Gay is not that good. I think he's overrated. I think he's an overrated defender. He's shooting 40% this year, and I've always valued shooting percentage over, any points per game total that you can put up. I personally think Allen Iverson's one of the most overrated players of all time just because of his terrible shooting percentage for his career. But that's just my opinion, and that's not what I'm here to talk about. But so I think Rudy Gay is terribly overrated. I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's a very good defender. I think that he didn't fit into the Grizzlies system very well. And now that he's on the Toronto Raptors are paying DeMar DeRozan, Landry Fields, and Rudy Gay combined $51 million for these next 2 years to play two positions. They've also completely screwed their number 8 overall draft pick, I believe, in Terrence Ross, who is a young, promising player that has really looked good. I'm a big fan of him. He's looked incredible this year, and he's not going to get any minutes now unless they decide to completely bench Landry Fields, which I could see happening, but because of his 3-year, $25 million contract, I don't think it will. And then I don't mind them giving up Jose Calderon, although I do think that I don't know why they gave up Ed Davis, considering they're considering trading Andre Bargnani. So now you're going to put Amir Johnson there. Okay, that's fine. Amir Johnson's pretty much already starting at center, though, I believe. Jonas Valanciunas has shown me nothing this year. I don't think he's that talented. I think maybe he'll turn into a double-double type of guy, maybe put up similar stats to Chris Humphries, but probably nothing more than that. And Ed Davis is a stud. I mean, this guy's crazy good. Have you ever seen him play? When he starts, he puts up numbers, man. He's going to take over for Zebo in a couple years on the Grizzlies and be, maybe not a star in the NBA, but he's going to be a very good power forward. Probably be a top 10, maybe top 5 power forward. I don't really know if he's ever going to be amazing, but that guy's good, man. I mean, he puts up games sometimes when he gets 20 and 10 and a couple blocks and a steal. I mean, he's very versatile. And that guy's a stud, man. The Grizzlies got a steal in that case. Now, the Grizzlies also acquired Tayshaun Prince, who I think fits into that system much better. He's a better defender than Rudy Gay is. People aren't going to agree with me on that one, but I've seen both of them play. I think Tayshaun Prince, even though he's older, is still a better defender. I believe that, like I said, he fits into that system a little bit more. I think he's a better fit for the Grizzlies. I think the Grizzlies can now stop having to worry about Rudy Gay getting his touches and can finally do what they've wanted to do for a year and a half now, and that's run the offense through Zach Randolph and Marc Gasol, because they're the two best players on that team. So I really think it was a smart move by the Grizzlies. Now they look bad because they could have kept those bench players like Wayne Ellington and Maurice Bates. I don't think Maurice Bates, losing him is a big deal, especially now that they got Ed Davis, but I think they didn't really make up for the gap left by Wayne Ellington. Austin Day is not Wayne Ellington. Wayne Ellington is much better. And so I think that was a bit of a mistake there. But anyway, they also had to give up that first-round pick, which isn't the biggest deal. I'm sure they don't really care too much about draft picks at this point, especially considering they're going to be late 20s draft picks for the next, 5 to 10 years most likely. But anyway, I also think the Detroit Pistons really won in this deal. I mean, they didn't do anything, but they kind of came in at the end and really got a good deal for them. You're probably thinking, well, what do you mean? They traded pretty much probably their best player in Tayshaun Prince for Jose Calderon, a guy who's going to back up and probably not be on the team too much longer. Well, that's the point. Tayshaun Prince had a 3-year, $24 million contract. The Pistons are ready to move on from him. They don't want to have to pay him, that much money. He doesn't deserve that much money, at least not in my opinion. He's kind of an overpaid player, and the Pistons obviously want to clear salary caps so they can go after some people in free agency. And, by doing that, then they can clear up that cap space because Jose Calderon's contract isn't expiring this year. So after this year, they will have saved themselves $60 million in cap over the next 2 years, which they can use on re-signing guys like Brandon Knight, or Greg Monroe is going to be needed to re-sign after next season, or they can go and sign someone in free agency. So I think it's a very smart move by the Pistons. They didn't do much, but they snuck in there at the end and actually ended up getting a very good deal. So that's my opinion on it. I think the Raptors lost, and I think the Grizzlies and Pistons won. Now, how many people are going to agree with me on that? That's fine. That's why it's my opinion, and it's not yours. And, so anyway, let's just get back into this commentary. So you can see it's a tight game right now, 70-69. Nicholas Batum's going to come up and hit this three. We're going to take the 2-point lead, 72-70, with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Now 73-70 after someone made one of 2 free throws. Jrue Holiday with the ball is going to get right by Iman Shumpert, who's going to end up giving it to Thaddeus Young. And Thaddeus Young, man, that guy was killing us all series, at least in these 2 games that I played. He was really dominating Greg Monroe for some reason. Not really too sure why. I think it's just because of his versatility. But look at Monroe with a nice off-ball cut there. And if you guys did not notice, I'm playing a lot through my big men on the team, similar to how the Grizzlies should be doing things. Playing through their bigs. I gave my guys a lot of touches down low, that being Dwight Howard and Greg Monroe, of course. So I really gave those guys a lot of touches down low. I think Howard's going to end up with like 30-plus points. And they each ended up with a few assists because, when they start hitting shots, they start getting doubled. And when they get doubled, they're always going to look for the open guy because, this is a well-coached team. Lawrence Frank has turned out to be a very good coach. He's a guy I considered firing last offseason, but has turned out to be quite good. But once again, Thaddeus Young, man, just, I don't know what it was, dominating our low post bigs. But once again, giving it to White in the post, he's going to get doubled. He's going to find a wide-open Isaiah Cannon, who's a great shooter. And Cannon, who doesn't do much, is going to be able to hit that 3 there. So we have a 7-point lead. Chris Douglas-Roberts with the steal. Great defensive play by him. Barnes is going to make the nice bounce pass to Dwight Howard. Unselfish play there. Great to see. And then Dwight's going to finish it and put us up by 9. We're starting to pull away here. This is really what we need to do. If we can put this team to bed and kind of, go into cruise control for the last 5 minutes, that would really be nice. Kind of let the fans get into it, let the bench get in. But the Sixers aren't going to go away that easily. It's 89-82. Jrue Holiday now driving. He's trying to do a step back. Creates a little bit of space. And it gets that mid-range jumper to fall. So it's a 5-point game now. 89-84. Now 91-86. Bynum with the ball. He's going to look. He's trying to do some triple threat moves. End up giving it to Jrue Holiday, who once again finds himself wide open from mid. And he's going to get that one to go. So he's having a really good game. Dominating Brandon Knight. I really should have put him on Shumpert on Jrue Holiday. But, Evan Turner also had a good game, as you can see there. He gets the and one, and that's who I was trying to keep Shumpert on. So the game would be tied. Now it's 93 all. Trying to get something going. Brandon Knight with the ball. I see Dwight Howard wide open under the basket. I also should have seen Shabazz Muhammad there, but Howard's going to get the nice one to fall. You see he's 14 of 17 from the field. Not too many rebounds, but he really had a great offensive game. Brandon Knight now with the ball. He's waiting for a cutter. He's going to find Dwight once again, and Dwight's going to put that one in. So we go up 102-98. Still 102-98 now. Jrue Holiday with the ball takes a step back 3, and he's going to get that one to go. Jrue Holiday absolutely dominating us now with 19 points, 13 in the second half. Really good second half by him. Greg Monroe now with the ball trying to get something going. He sees a wide open Brandon Knight. Brandon Knight for 3. He cashes that one in. We go up by 4, and that one really put some separation into this game. They would pretty much kind of miss their shots. We would hit our free throws. We go up by 6 here. 111-105. Now it's 112-107. Jrue Holiday's going to get the steal here. He's going to have to kind of chuck up this half-court shot. It's not going to be good. We end up winning this game 112-107. The Detroit Pistons are going back to the NBA Finals for the first time since, I don't want to get this wrong, so I'm not even going to try, but I believe 2005 maybe was their last time in the finals. I know they won in 2004, 2005, and then 06 was the Heat and Mavs, and 07 was the Cavs and Spurs, and then 08 was the, I know everything past 08 pretty much. But anyway, that's going to wrap this video. Once again, let me know what you think of this new overlay with the post-game stats going over the player of the game highlights. But that's going to wrap it up for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. NBA Finals are coming up next. It's going to be very exciting. I'm extremely proud of this team. I did not think we were going to go this far. Even entering the playoffs as the 2 seed, I thought we were going to be a first or second round exit, quite frankly. But my confidence with this team has really grown, and we're looking to progress even more as we go into the NBA Finals. So anyway, that's going to wrap it up for me. I thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy. And so I'm out. Peace.